The solution is you, your mindset, your methodology, what you're doing every single day, your daily routine, your habits, who you are as a person. That's the solution. Can you hear me good? I'm driving, sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you good, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it has everything to do with human nature. You're a habitual person, and often the eating and everything like that, like your lifestyle itself, is just like your habits. So the fact that you already know, like at the night that you like to snack, it's just a habit. Same way like the bodybuilder develops a habit to adopt a healthier lifestyle, and it's a habit to be able to prep properly food and to eat at specific times. It has everything to do with human nature and the ability for the mind itself to look and seek instant gratification, and the human nature flaw in short-sightedness. We don't have a long-term perspective, and it's often because we are habitual towards these instant gratification things that were programmed by society or by our environmental influences. And so for you to be able to overcome these things, it's probably one of the hardest things you're going to have to do, but it's one day at a time. It's the same thing like what is it called, the Alcoholics Anonymous, where you just like one day at a time, and you got to come in, you got to focus on the one task, you got to live in the moment. And in the times of weakness and the times where you want to be able to like to fall back on those negative habits, that point you need to find resources and tools to be able to build the positive, yourself in an influent state where you only have, like for example, I've been a health coach. That's my profession. I'm public health. So when you have these clients and they have this, you look around their house and they have the fucking chocolate there, they don't change their environment, and it's not a weakness, it's nothing like that. It's just sure to then say, when I'm at late at night and I have the fucking chocolate there, I'm gonna just grab a chocolate bar because it's there. So the first thing you need to do is change your environmental influences, and then put yourself in the best possible chance to overcome this. And then at that point, you want to set like long goals, way if they all the like the to really implement that right here, because your best chance at ever redefining your human nature is by really identifying that all this is a habit. You're not a flawed human, you're not a bad human, and a lot of people have it in different ways, and for you to be able to build upon this is with that long-term perspective. And it has a lot to do with dopamine as well, and the neural brain chemistry as well.
I've been talking with Sabaflav for a while, and Billy, for what it's worth, I'm going to say it was maybe a couple months ago, maybe 8 weeks ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. He kind of made that commitment. He made that commitment to himself, but he vocalized it to me while we were talking. And I'd like to say it looks like he's getting some pretty damn good gains. And I'd be curious how, since you've made that commitment to yourself, outside of being the expert you are at what you've studied, how is it? What's been the causal effect within your trading, within your mindset, and how you've been more consistent working out?
Oh, it just starts like with the one moment thing. Like, bro, this shit's like fast for everyone. Like, everyone can learn trading today and be dead tomorrow. So it's you gotta wake up with a purpose. You gotta wake up with intent. You gotta wake up with blessed, because you have life. Other people don't have life today. And one day when I didn't want to be here anymore, and I really just was fucking done with this shit, I had to really look myself in the mirror and see like I wasn't happy with myself. And like same thing you said earlier, it starts with just like fucking doing it. And I wasn't going to the gym. I was depressed. Was battling anxiety, battling a lot of problems in my personal life while still fucking trying to trade. And that was going to shit because I was putting that in the charts, and I had to decide I needed to do something different. And the first 2 weeks was probably the hardest part, because I'd wake up in the morning not wanting to do anything. I was still smoking all the time. And what I did was I worked out in front of a mirror, and I worked out in my garage, and I had already the gym equipment. I already had no excuse to get it done. And I looked myself in the mirror, and I worked out without my shirt because I fucking was unhappy with myself. And nonstop, I was manifesting who I was going to become, what I was going to do, what I had to do in the moment. When I wanted to quit, I'd stare myself in the eyes, and I'd push myself, and I'd program myself to really just get the fucking work done. And it was simply literally just going and running in the mirror. Like, I probably, like, if there was a camera looking at me, I was a dumb fucking fat ass looking in the mirror, running, just literally running in place, looking in the mirror for an hour straight, burning 1,500 calories, saying, okay, that's the day done. Now let me go to study. And that's how I would start my days. And with that, I picked up reading, and I picked up all these little things that helped empower me. But the little things, I started making my bed. I started making sure I had no dirty dishes. I started to make sure that I had no dirty clothes. I started to make sure that I was having a bedtime routine. It started with the extra stuff outside once I started putting as much work as I could physically. Because if you go with this, like, I'm going to get it done like at a sprint pace, you're going to fail, because your overall lifestyle in the other areas is going to continue to consume you, because little do you know, you have negative habits that are empowering these other negative habits, and it's compounding over itself. So you need to have like extreme self-awareness, and you have to be completely honest with yourself, and you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself for your flaws. You have to love yourself for being a flawed human. You have to love yourself for wasting time, and that you want to do something different with it. And if today was the last day you lived on earth, you need to live with that intent, and say, yo, thank you, God. I'm thankful for this fucking day, and I'm going to wake up with a purpose and intent. And I hope that when I close my eyes today, I'm making you proud, and I'm making myself proud. And every day I woke up with that one goal and I started journaling and making sure I was getting my workouts done. I created a little Discord section of my own personal Discord, and it's only for me, and I called it self-actualization. And every day I'd write a prayer in there. Every day I'd write my workout for the day. I'd write what I was going to eat for the day. I'd write what I had to do, and I made sure I followed it, because I knew if I didn't follow that, then I was fucking off doing something else. And every time I would catch myself doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, I'd realign myself with the goals and the intent. So when I wanted to go and like go buy like my biggest thing's chips. You might like chocolate, other people might like something else, or pizza. I love chips. And so when I'd have that fixation to eat chips, I'd go on a fucking run, and I'd throw on an ICT podcast, and I'd go run 2-3 miles. In July alone, I'm not a runner. I've had 3 knee surgeries, a full ACL reconstruction on my right leg, and I have no cartilage in my knees. And in July alone, I ran 50 miles, when the month before that I didn't run a fucking mile. And it came from this desire and passion to want to better myself. And I knew if I wasn't going to do it now, I was never going to do it. And with that, it manifested itself into me being a better father, me being a better spouse, me being a better fucking employee, me being a better son, me being better to myself. So now when I look in the mirror, I still see myself as that person that I trapped. I trapped myself for years through negative habits, through negative self-talk. And when I look in the mirror, I see that, well, look at the manifestation, look at the compound effect of what you're doing. And that in trading itself, like, fuck, man, like, trading has been great now, and it all started with taking a step back and being so honest and self-aware of myself, loving life, thanking God. And fuck, man, I can't tell anyone else that it doesn't have to be the gym, because I had a lot of clients that paid me for a lot of years that literally just threw money at it, the same way people throw money at courses for trading, same way people throw money at all these different fucking things in life, because that's not the solution. The solution is you, your mindset, your methodology, what you're doing every single day, your daily routine, your habits, who you are as a person. That's the solution.
Damn. Sabaflav, or as I know him, Sabian, fucking dropping some serious alpha in the room. And I love it. And I love your transformation, bro. Real time, man. I've been on this journey with you, and I love our, you know, friendship and our conversation. And it's nothing more than that, just a text message, a call, just to say hi, just to see what's going on. And that exchange, man, it's really valuable. And I love you being able to shine here in front of other people, and I hope they resonate with your story and your message and the things you're saying, because I mean, I know I do. And kudos, man. I mean, I've been watching you on this journey, and you're crushing it. So
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak. It's one of those things that if like everyone in here, like if you're not happy with yourself financially, if not happy with yourself physically, if not happy with yourself mentally, if not happy with your current circumstances, if you look around right now, if you're not happy with where you're at right now in life, you have the ability to do something about it. Other people don't. Like, just think about the people you've lost in your life already, and the things that they wish they could have done differently. And for me, I think about those people every day of my life, because I'm so fucking grateful that I had the moments with them. And I'm so fucking grateful that I can try to make myself something. And I hope one day I can reach that self-actualization. It's never it's not an actual destination. It's the fucking journey. Every day I'm living the fucking dream, man. I wake up every fucking day. I'm fucking blessed. I get to wake up in the fucking morning, 3:45 a.m. because that's when I can fucking work out. Work out at 3 fucking 45 a.m. Before I used to be a fucking sleep. Now I wake up, get my workout in because that's the time I can do that because I need to be a father too, and I need to live in the moment for that too. And there's so many different things that we need to be every single day, and we want to be the best we can in all those different areas. And it's fucking hard, but if you have the ability to fucking do something for yourself, for your life, that's going to change your life and others around you, you just got to be willing to do the work, man. And you got to reach out to others and have other people empower you because it's all love. Like everyone here's it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, doesn't matter where you are in the world, it doesn't matter what clothes you have, what shoes you have. We're all human. We all have a heart. We all love the same. We all cry the same. We all bleed the same. And if you can go uplift others and we put more positive energy out there, we'll all be better. We'll all be happier. And at the end of the day, that's God's work. That's what we're supposed to do. Anything other than that, that's not what we're here for.
There's a saying, it goes something like this: we are one. And being a collective consciousness, being a group of traders on a really difficult, arduous, lonely, dark journey at times, sure does fucking feel good. Turn on your phone and plug in to a collective consciousness of traders, of like minds, of folks that can relate and identify with the journey, with the story, with the process. And it sounds like a Hallmark card, 1% better every day, but it really is a mindset. It really is a mentality. It really is how you move, how you approach life. I don't have to go to a gym. I got a power tower in my backyard. I can drop down and give you 50 right now. And that's a mindset. And being a trader, I'll tell you, it's a beautiful thing too, because if I'm going to take a trade or if I'm waiting for some extra confluences, then busting out a quick set of 50 on the ground in the way of push-ups, jumping on a bar and hanging from it and banging out 10 pull-ups. I'll tell you this, at my age, god damn, I'm 45. I'm old enough to be yo daddy. Oh, for real? You're half my age? Oh, for real? I was fucking before you were born?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am speaking facts, ladies and gentlemen. In case you didn't know, I was born in 77. Y'all weren't even a sparkle in your mom's eye. Your mom would have been hitting on me back in the day. You think I'm kidding? And a lot of y'all on this call, straight up, your mom would have wanted to bang me. I promise you. I'm the Backstreet Boy of the 90s. Anyway, enough about me. We're talking friendship. We're talking self-improvement. We're talking about getting better as human beings. We're talking about how your day went, right? I got Joe G coming up. I got a friend, a legit person that I really enjoy being friends with. And that's my girl Dime. She's here too. We got Ainsley here. I mean, Pips LLC is here. And guess what? He's in Puerto Rico. And guess where your boy's going? A little bit before Christmas. That's right. The sunny isle of Puerto Rico. Oh, traders, in case you didn't know, my mom's English. I found out just the other day. Guess what motherfucker can get a British passport? That's this guy. Woo!
Hello.
Shout out to the UK.
What's that?
Shout out to the UK. When you get your passport?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna apply. Just my brother's like, bro, we can totally get our passports. And I was like, word? So there's an application process, and I'm gonna get some dude to do it. I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna pay someone else to do it. So that process is gonna be initiated. Again, my brother, my younger brother, who's like, I mean, I think he's like 43. He's probably old enough to be yo daddy too. But my little bro was telling me how he wants to get a British passport. And since my mom is a card holding, she's got dementia. So she don't know that, but she does. She is English. But I digress. I'd love to hear from my boy Joe G, how his day went. I mean, guys, you got to follow Joe G, and if he's on a space, feel free to jump in.
Tap
He's
in.
an
Yeah.
excellent fucking host. He drops gold with his analysis. He's a PO3 trader. He's been in a rabbit hole or two with me, and I love the man. He's a dad. He's a husband. He's not quite old enough to be yo daddy, but he's old enough to be your friend.